Hello and welcome to a brand new series on the channel, which is Zug's Guides to Darktide. It has been highly awaited by all of us here, and I thought I'd start out by talking about one of the what seems to be the lesser known things by newer players. So if you're a Vermintide 2 player, obviously you're playing on the highest difficulties and you kind of get the whole fighting as a team. But in Darktide, people seem to really enjoy just kind of sprinting away as fast as they can from their other teammates, because there is a sprint button, obviously. But the game has a lovely little mechanic, and where is it? Operative feats. We have auras, and with these auras, you get a squad coherency, and they all stack on top of each other. So for most of the time, I'm not saying 100% of the time because that's incorrect and can get you killed, but we'll get into that in a bit. You're going to want to try and stay in the squad coherency to get all of these overlapping buffs, like increased toughness, toughness regen, damage buffs, all this sort of thing. They're very important, especially on the later difficulties. So I bet you're thinking to yourself, but Zug, the Ogrin and the Zealot, they're melee characters, and the Psyker is a ranged hybrid and the Sharpshooter is pure ranged. What are you meant to do? Well, in a big old room like this, yeah, squad's coherency is going to be a bit broken, because obviously the Psyker and the veteran Sharpshooter will come in from here. They'll lay down covering fire, and me and the Ogrin will fly in and start hacking at stuff. But what's quite important is when we are doing this, is that me and the Ogrin, or anyone going into melee range of each other, tries to stick together to keep that coherency buff. And it's not just the buff, it's about being able to watch each other's backs. It's about being able to go in, start hacking around. If you see your teammate wading in a bit far, you can always spin around and block for them. Obviously you can push, a lot like Vermintide. The melee does work almost exactly like Vermintide, except you don't have stamina shields, you just have a stamina bar. But the stamina bar is used by sprinting, so try not to sprint too much because it will eat your stamina. Okay, and also there is a toughness bar. If you look down at the bottom left, sorry, of the screen, the blue bar is toughness. It's the amount of damage you can take before you start taking health damage. But this is for like later guides. This is just a intro to coherency. But when you're in, say, tighter corridors, not so, ecclesiastical domes like this, you do want to try and keep in within. I haven't been able to find the exact measurements. It's either 10 meters or 9 meters, the coherency bubble. But you want to try and keep within that to keep everything stacking up, because on the later difficulties, you will end up clutching games or losing games based on not having the buffs up. But you also do have to keep in mind, with all things, you're not able to keep it up at all times just because of, say, AoE or a mauler, or someone's laying down heavy fire and someone needs to flank. So obviously you will have to break coherency to deal with these things, but you need to try and keep the uptime on it as much as you can to give yourself the best chance of survival. So yeah, that's the little intro to coherency. As you play more, you get a better feel for it. But for now, that is the first little sit and talk about Darktide. I hope you enjoy. I'll be coming up with a whole slew of it. If you've seen the Darktide, if you've seen the Vermintide series, you'll see goddamn videos I made on that thing, and there will be the same amount coming for this. I'll be doing class guides, I'll be doing mechanics guides, weapons reviews, everything. At the moment, I'm just kind of leveling through, getting the feel for the game. But as I'm picking up on little things here and there that I think people should be like a bit more aware of, I'll be making videos and, you know, just explaining either why people need to do it or why people aren't doing it, to hopefully spread the good word. Yeah, until next time, folks, I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, like, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications, and until next time, see you later.